week. My boys have just been obsessed with bicycles the last 2 summers in a row, and youngest boy just started riding with pedals on his bike. So he had a Strider,
Nice.
a kick bike. So the 4-year-old is riding on pedals, and I get on the Facebook Marketplace and I see that less than a mile away, somebody is selling a trailer bike. You guys at all familiar with a trailer bike? Not a bike trailer, a trailer bike. It's like one wheel and a little arm that clamps onto the seat post of your grown-up's bike.
Yes.
And then you get
Yeah.
to drag your kids all over the place. Well, it turns out that my boys think that is the funnest thing that they've ever done in their entire life because daddy gets to
Nice.
pedal as hard as he wants to, and they can pedal if they feel like it. But the second you get them around other people or family members, I never even touched the pedals. And the littles are the
That's
ones that are
funny.
doing all the work in the back. That's how that goes. And so that's sort of been the excitement of the last couple of days.
That's
Um,
actually
Nice.
amazing.
yeah,
However, TJ, we went live.
right. Shall we?
Yeah. So, welcome everybody to episode 165 of Sawdust Talk, and we are joined tonight with our friend Omar. We are going to pop his podcast cherry tonight. We're going to get to him in a second, but TJ is going to run through our sponsors, and then we will get into the show.
All right, first thing every week, we thank Hannah and the team over at Surf Prep for supporting us episode after episode after episode. And this week, we are going to be talking about foam-backed abrasives that are also punctured for dust collection. There's a lot of choices out there for ways that you can smooth your wood. But let me tell you, if you want to get down into the nooks and crannies, the foam-backed abrasives from Surf Prep are the way to go about doing it. And let's say that you're kicking up a lot of dust while making that shapely wood. Let me tell you, getting ones that are punctured for dust collection, especially on the Surf Prep wiggle sander, that's the way to go about it. So if you go over to surfprep.com and you do a little bit of shopping, use coupon code Sawdust Talk, and you can save some money. We'd appreciate it greatly if you did so. Next up, Sawdust Talk merchandise is available at caseybombshell.com. If you get distracted looking at tattoo flash inspired scroll saw art, that's fine, but stay on task, stay focused, and get you a luxurious, luscious, wonderful to behold Sawdust Talk t-shirt from over there. We also are in week 2.5 of July, which means that there is 1 and about 3/4 weeks left for participants in the Makers for St. Jude Spring Summer Push. That means that if you have a project or something that you would like to donate, the raffle proceeds that Jessie or myself or Mike from at Woodworkers versus Cancer or at Makers for St. Jude will help you set up the site for, you can get entered into a drawing that'll be held probably early next month and win valuable prizes. But also, Makers for St. Jude allows people from the maker community to take either extra projects or maybe offer to do a custom commission at raffle, and the proceeds from the raffle ticket sales goes to fighting childhood cancer. It's an awesome charity. We've been a part of it for, this is our 3rd year now. So get involved and get awesome. And lastly, there's a Patreon for this channel. It is only $5 a month. Think about it. You can sneeze in front of an antique mall and it'll cost you more than $5 these days. So any help that you guys can send our direction, we greatly appreciate it. It helps Jessie and I get to the maker meetups and the events and covers some travel costs and gives Jessie her beautiful, wonderful high def camera. She's coming in loud and clear this week. So yeah, that's Patreon/Sawdust Talk.
And Omar, welcome to Sawdust Talk.
Huzzah!
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's just get right down to it and let our followers know who you are and how did you get part of the maker community?
I would say it started for me. I was watching Flea Market Flip, if you guys are familiar. Um, And I said to myself, you know what, I can do that. Let's try it. So I went into our local flea market and I found some chairs and some tables and random stuff and said, okay, let's see what I can do with these. And that's what my love of just flipping furniture. And then I'm like taking furniture apart and like, I can make this. This is not bad. This is easy. And basically go from there. And I went to like a local, it's like a lumber yard. And if you guys know Ashley, she's a carpenter.
Hmm.
And I talked to her for a while, she and her family, and she just kind of motivated me to do a lot more on Instagram to share the things I know. So that's where the content creating kind of push a little bit more and my woodworking journey. So yeah.
You're
I
sitting,
love it.
you are sitting pretty at about over 50,000 followers right now.
And yeah,
When
and going
did
down.
that? I know. Well, I mean, aren't we all? But
Yeah.
I mean, when did the big jump come for you? Like, was there something like that happened or something specific you posted that made a big difference in your following, or like how did that come about?
I guess for me is just giving praises, where praise is due. So I met Annette at Workbench. I think our first Workbench, Jess, and she kind of said to me basically just post every day, regardless. 'Cause the problem for me is words, like writing a caption, like make it sound good. I don't like to write stuff. But she said this basically just be simple and just basically just post every day for the next 3 to 6 months. And I did that and it just took off from there. So,
I love Annette. She's wonderful.
but yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm just posting every day, just trying to tell a story. Tell what you're doing, share the good, the bad, the mistakes. Because I mean, this journey is not perfect. We
Mhm.
mess up a lot, and if you share that and just basically teach and show people they can do it, I think it's encouraging to others to show them they can make it. So
For
that's it
sure.
for me.
Yeah. So a couple of months back, it looked like you wrapped up a basement remodel.
Uh, yes.
Um, is that within the confines of your own home, or was that a client home?
Client home. So with Omar builds it, basically I do custom built furniture making and also renovation. So I try to alternate. I just finished, I did the basement and I did a built-in like an office bar, and now I'm doing another renovation. So to kind of get my brain not getting bored doing the same thing, I alternate between projects, and that kind of helps me to stay focused. So I do a little bit of renovation just to go in and fix up house. So it's fun.
That's cool, man.
Okay,
There's some
but we
rough
had
basement photos.
Yeah.
we had you starting out with doing like small flips and now you're doing home renovation. So you have to talk about that process of like how did you go from like these small projects to being like this is my company and I'm going to do all of these big projects. Like how did that come about?
I guess for me is throughout the years, just working with different people, learning. Um, as I said, I get bored just doing the same thing over again. So I go between working with different people, learning, being curious how things work, and getting in the trade of construction. I learned entire field from electrical, plumbing, everything, just learning from different people. And but with me as a woodworker, I'm very detailed. I'm very picky. Um, and working with different people who don't really care, it's challenging. I'm like, okay, let's fix this properly. Um, and I said to myself, you know what, it's time to move on to do on my own to do my own thing. So and so far it's been great. Very busy. So
Yeah.
um how it started, I guess I will go through that, how it got started. So I don't know where it came from. I don't remember, but I did a cold call where I email, I think five local designer in the Knoxville area, and said, "Hey, this is me. Here's my Instagram. Here's my work." And two of them respond, and one of them never follow up. But one of them did and gave me a whole bunch of work, and that's kind of start like my built-in. And basically that took off. And also in that sense, I met a investor and I said, "Hey, actually, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
No,
I
not at
went to
all.
my local pastor and said, "Hey, I want to step up my game. I want to do more. Do you know anyone?" And he said, "Yes." And that night, that evening, I received two phone calls and two texts. And one guy said, "Hey, I got this project right away. Can you come look at it tomorrow?" And he's an investor. And he said, "Hey, I flip over to something 200 something house, actually from Washington, but he moved to Tennessee. I think he still have a business there, but and that's where my renovation side just took off. So
So cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's incredible. So
but yeah,
you have another reel where you single-handedly lifted 147 inches of countertop.
yeah. We shouldn't talk about that.
Right, but like, let's one talk about how you should probably be out fighting crime with muscles like that instead of doing
uh,
home renovations. But also, how did you get continuous piece of 147 inches of countertop?
um, so I got a sheet of plywood. It's like a 1 inch thick, and I just basically rip it down, and I domino and just bando the seam, sand it down, and just I wanted continuous. I did not want a joint or that joint seam on this build, and just. But yeah, and I actually did not even think about it. It's splitting while I lift it up, until later on someone brought it up. I'm like, oh yeah, but it's pretty solid. So I
Yeah,
would say
shout out
that
to
was
the
a
domino system because I mean the
yeah,
thing was butter smooth and it flexed like a single piece of wood when I saw you
it,
lift it. It was
yeah.
really cool, man.
And I actually looked and see if I can find the seams, and nothing. I could not tell where the seam was afterwards. So yeah, that was pretty nice.
It's so
Cool.
stressful though. Like some of the stuff you do, Omar, is like insanely stressful to me because I mean, built-ins especially, like
Mm,
you're building something into somebody's house. Like you
mhm.
are doing these crazy remodels. Like does that take like a certain amount of insurance or like how does all that work from the business side?
Um, I do have insurance, but a lot if you're doing like smaller projects like this built in, it doesn't require a lot for anyone to start. It actually doesn't even require a license. You can get one just to be safe, just a local license. But other than that, you can get started. It's like a puzzle. You just fill in a box to fit a corner, and if there's an issue, you just work around it. It's not as difficult as I thought it would be. I thought it would be more challenging. Could I stay away from that for a while? And it just once I did my first one, like that's it. And as from there, it just basically it just it's. I think anyone can do it once you put your mind to it. So.
Okay, but building a box to fit in a not square space, have you had that issue where you build something and you're like, oh, this isn't gonna fit at all. Let's make
Yes,
adjustments.
yeah. And you do run into that, and that's where I try to build my box and then put my faceboard at the job site because a lot of times that's where the imperfection comes into play. And once you place a box into place and your faceboard is basically cut to size and you just hide that imperfection. And I always try to point that out to the client just in case they come back at you and say, "Hey, this is not perfect." I'm saying, "Well, your wall is not perfect." um, but yeah, it's and it is challenges, but I think with a built-in, you can work around it where you can't even see it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Finnish carpenter on the show 3 weeks ago, Jesse. Is it 4 now?
Which one?
I don't know. Time and space are wibbly wobbly. But we spent a lot of time talking about how it doesn't matter what you think you're looking at. Nothing is square and nothing is straight. And even if it was built by the finest craftspeople, time then gets its hands on it. And with time,
mhm.
things get really out of square and really out of straight.
Oh,
Yeah,
we talked about the 3D scanner
Yeah.
first. Yeah. Using a 3D scanner to scan a space so that you can build around an actual thing, not like this is 90 degrees,
That's be cool.
right?
Yeah, that's actually be neat. Especially if it's CNC, you can just put the program in there and just cut it out. You're done. Just
What
Mm-hmm.
like
I
that.
said. Yeah,
That'd
have
be
all the
cool.
back of your cabinets perfectly matched
There
to
you go.
the
Just
part of the
slide it right
wall.
in. Oh man,
Yep.
that'd
Oh,
be awesome.
yeah.
That'd
We
be
live in a
awesome.
different day and age. We
Just,
definitely
Yes.
sliding your
Yes.
built-in cabinet in and then it rests against the wall like a
Yeah.
lid on a piece of Tupperware, just like,
Oh man, that'd be nice.
you're right. The fantasies of woodworkers.
So speaking of like electronical devices, like do you own a CNC or a 3D
Not
printer?
yet. Not yet.
Nothing? Okay. What are your
Nothing.
plans?
Just I plan hopefully to get one someday.
Yeah.
Um, I talked to one company, or they brought it up, but I haven't proceeded. Just busy working at the moment. But I think it would definitely speed up my process a lot. But yeah, I think a CNC will be nice, a 3D scanner. But yeah,
Yeah, well, I think that's the 3D scanner. We're on the bleeding edge of tools that
yeah,
the maker community is lusting for.
yeah.
TJ
Um,
is
But yeah,
speaking for himself right now.
hey, look,
But
I can see the appeal not only for a practical business standpoint, but also the amount of mischief that you can cause with the information you could gather with a 3D scanner. I think is there's a lot of opportunity there. We'll cover
endless.
some other episode, but I think it's out there. So let's talk a little bit about your time that you spent learning in the trades, right?
Hmm.
Um, in the basement remodel, and it's totally fine if you didn't do it, but it looks like you guys roughed in another bathroom or a toilet or something like that because somebody got the wet saw out and got
Yeah,
hectic in the floor. Was that you or did
that's
you
me.
outsource?
That's
Oh,
me.
you're a machine, dude.
Yeah, so when I was in California and I was working with a contractor, basically he was teaching me the trade. I used to do a lot of the grunt work. I'm the first guy to go in and the last guy to leave. Because I'm very detailed. He just said, "Hey, you can see things that we can't. Just go in and just do your thing." So I did a lot of cutting concrete. So yeah, it was a beast.
Yeah, those things
It
are
was challenging, but
crazy, but it, the idea behind them makes sense to me. But I
mhm.
have yet to operate one personally. I make tiny holes in concrete with big mean SDS hammers. That's all the more damage that I do.
So I guess the sense of cutting the concrete is like if they follow the code or not. Because mostly concrete like 4 inch thick. So you just set your saw to that 4 inch, realizing you're not gonna go in a pipe. For this project, I did cut a pipe. But the pipe needed to come out anyway. So it's kind of I guess certain area was like probably like 2 inch.
Hmm.
So all I got to do is just basically cut it out and attach a new pipe, and I'm fine. So it wasn't like any hold up. So, but
That's
it's
so
fun.
cool. Do you feel like a superhero when you're operating that thing?
No,
you
I
should.
just get it's with fume for me. It's I don't like the fume. I get actually sick from it. So that's the only bad thing about it. And you have to do like a wet saw, especially dust will just get everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's messy.
Yeah, the mess I don't think I would like very much. I make enough messes as it is. Yeah.
So
Okay.
But if you can do it, it's not bad. It's not hard as you think. Once you do your layout where you want your pipe, just basically cut away. And if you cut something, it's okay. It can be fixed. I don't know.
Yeah, get another
That's what
one.
I
No
tell
big
myself. Yeah, it's
deal.
it's like
it's
welding.
need to be
If
taken
you
out in a
weld
way.
something wrong, you could just, weld it back together and try again.
Yeah,
But
just
There you go.
grind it out and make it
Eh,
look pretty later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
right.
Like,
So Can you talk to us a little bit about your background? Because we know you're Jamaican.
I am. Yes. So, man, it's a lot. It's a long story. So, Jamaica, born in Jamaica, lived there for 13 years, then moved to New York. Um, Lived there for a while, went to school in Indiana, then went overseas for a while for 5 years, then came back, moved to California, and now I'm here in Tennessee. I'm just part, that's just part of it. Either I think I'm frozen
Jesse's
or you guys are
frozen, but
frozen.
in a wonderful pose,
Oh,
and so
I know
we're
that
totally keeping
look.
it. So why the jump from California to Tennessee? Work opportunities?
No. Okay, so man, it's a long story. So I love since I was a little kid, I always move around. Just my mom moved around. My dad was a music producer, and he traveled, and I love travel. I love traveling. I love going to new countries. I love going to new states. I've been to 40 states now, 41, something like that, and seven foreign countries. So it's fun for me, and as a person who basically move around my entire life is just adventure. So I love learning new things, new people, new culture. So yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
yeah,
can see some of the allure. There's a bunch of people migrating from California to Tennessee
a
all over the
lot,
place. It's a
a
very,
lot.
very popular. Not quite. Knoxville's pretty popular. What's the with all the country music?
Nashville,
Nashville. Yeah,
Nashville,
Nashville and
Nashville.
the surrounding mountains
Hmm.
are getting bought up by people selling a bunch of real estate out west and getting big plots of land is the big
Yeah.
move I hear.
So that is actually really good for like built-ins and home renovation because a lot of
Sure.
people move in and they say, "Oh, I got this weird spot. What can you do with it?" And that's where a lot of the business come into play as well.
Yeah, no, it's a good place to
So
be. Um, okay, so let's discuss. I don't know, sliding drawers, shall we? You've got another reel that I
oh
saw not
man,
too long ago where you had some real smooth, soft close drawer action. Um,
yeah.
was that your first, your fifth, or your 75th attempt
Um,
at doing drawer slides?
oh man. That's probably my fourth,
All right.
maybe the reel you're talking about. I did my first one. I think I either did for myself to kind of experiment, and it's actually Andaman drawer slide is pretty easy. And normally when you get the first one, it's just okay. I got this, yeah, kind of idea. But yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, no,
um,
it's smooth. Do you lay them out with like playing card shims to make sure that
hmm
everything's hanging where it's gonna
yeah.
go, or do you just use what is it? Rockler's got a jig for setting slides, or
I'd use cards. Whenever on the job site, I try to use cards. I don't think I have a Rockler's jig. I try a couple jigs just randomly from Amazon, and I just always go back to the cards.
yeah, for sure.
So,
Okay, and those
but
were on the side or on the bottom? The slide.
um,
They were on the
which
side of
one?
the drawers. The slides were on the side of the drawer, right? Or were they on
So it's undermount is underneath,
Okay.
and it's kind of like a L shape. So it's kind of grab the box to this other side. So,
Okay.
but yeah, Undermount draw slide, it's way easier than a side mount. So
Oh, very cool. Okay. Yeah, I usually end up grabbing from a pile of side mount slides.
yeah,
Every once in a while, I'll see like 10 sets on Amazon for like $100, and it's like, well, okay, right? Be going into the depot and buying them.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I've only been burned a couple of times, but yeah, there's a stash of drawer slides hiding over there for cabinets and drawer making and stuff like that, and it's just like nice to grab them. Welcome back, Jesse. We missed you.
Welcome. Yeah, we've been talking about you. All good things though.
Yeah, the whole time, all we did was talk smack.
My computer completely crashed out. I'm so sorry. I'm here.
They gotta do the Patreon so you get a new computer. Same.
There you
I know.
go. Get Jessie a new wireless router and make sure that she never drops signal again.
Oh gosh. Anyways, how's it going?
Pretty
It's
good.
good. We were talking a little bit about drawer slides and cabinet making.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I would, while we're kind of on subject, I also want to talk a little bit more about flea market flipping
oh,
and your adventure
yes.
with this. And in this version of the story, I want you to use as many words as possible so that I can learn everything that you can share with me about what's
Oh
awesome
man.
to get at flea markets and what's not. And then I want to hear at least one horror story from restoring.
Man, horror stories. Let's actually the good thing, furniture is definitely number one. People love unique furniture. I bought a chair, just one chair, and I kind of painted to do the fabric, and someone bought it, just the one chair. It's just unique. People put it in a corner somewhere, stuff like that is good. Um, but if you can get an old piece of furniture, sorry guys, unpainted, uh, people do like that. I guess for me, I don't like a lot of colors. I love stuff simple. But when you do colors, somehow it just bam, it's sold really quick. So
Hmm.
people love colors.
Horror story.
Well,
Um, I don't know. I guess if you buy high and then you do your flip and then try to, sometimes you don't get that money back. That's where he's always try to get a good deal. I guess that would be my most horrible story. Uh,
you haven't
I
like
always
opened a set of drawers and found somebody's grandma's nudie pics like taped to the bottom or anything weird like that?
no, not yet.
Thank
But
goodness.
I don't. Um, I guess when I first started, I was more on a cautious side. I start simple, where I try not to get over my head. But I just said I'm pretty good at puzzles. If there's an issue, I try to work around it. So I'm just, I don't know. I don't. I'm probably gonna think of something later on, but my brain right now I
Ah,
can't.
that's okay.
So
But yeah, and so are you just stripping varnish with like airplane stripper or citrus and letting it sit and crackle or
no, when I don't as much anymore, but when I do, I just sand it.
okay.
I just spend the time and sand it down. As I said, if I haven't done any antique of antique, if there's anything simple, I just either try to upcycle it, where I kind of change certain things and then put some color on it, change the knobs or the legs and stuff like that. But it's a great start. If you want to get into something like this, it's a good start.
Yeah,
So
totally.
Okay, but what kind of sander are you using?
actually, I have surf prep.
Huzzah!
I do have the
Yay!
surf prep. I have the 3x4, 4x3. It's actually it's a really good sander. It's a really good sander. I'm not gonna lie. It helps a lot with my built-in. It's small enough to fit in those small spaces. So yeah, I mean, I have an orbital sander, but a lot of times they cannot fit in those tight spaces. So, so yeah, and I mean, as a woodworker, the more sander you have, I think it's better. But you do want something smaller to fit in those tight corners. So
All the nooks and crannies.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So,
So you and I actually met at Workbench Con, and it was my first Workbench Con. I was terrified. Was that your first Workbench Con too?
yes, yes,
And
yes.
it was like it will always stick out to me. Like you and Nicole, I adore the crap out of both of you because
Oh, thank you.
you guys like kind of within the maker community, like being scared going to into an event like that, you both just were just like so loving and kind, and sit with us. That was your
Yeah.
vibe, and I have adored you ever since then.
Thank you.
How do you feel about like maker events and stuff, and like what do you attend these days?
Oh man, you have to. It's it's okay. I'm a natural introvert. If you see me out of my comfort zone, I'm normally the guy in the corner who's very quiet. Like I like to observe things from far away, and this, I don't know, I won't socialize as much. But when it comes to event, I'm a totally different person. I mean, other people can tell you like I talk a lot more. It just the events like this, I think it just we all need it. It's like a refresh, it's like a boost. It I don't know, it's hard to explain, but if you don't go to events, oh man, you're missing out. You totally
Very,
are missing out. So,
very true.
but yeah.
We've missed you at some events lately, though.
Yeah, it's I know, just working like crazy, but I think I got to the point now I'm just taking on one project at a time. And when I'm before I complete, I just take on another one so I can schedule give myself some time.
Yeah,
But so far, I'm going to Texas Woodworking Festival, so I'll see you guys there.
Huzzah!
So
love
yeah,
it. We're so excited.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
gonna
it's gonna be
be
fun.
it's gonna be a hoot.
It's gonna be you
And
guys' first time, right?
yes,
Hmm.
Yeah. It's I think he's doing some things new this year, so I'm looking forward to it. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think a
I
lot
think
of
a
people
lot
are looking
more.
forward to
Yeah.
Texas woodworking after Workbench Con this
After,
year.
mm,
So I think a lot of people are like wondering, is this the
what
next
next?
con? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But
So I went for the past two, and a lot more creators is coming just to kind of see, check it out. Last year was pretty good. We did hang out a lot more than the first year. I think this year is gonna be a little bit more. So looking forward to it.
me too.
yeah. I want to give some high fives. There's a handful of high fives that I'm really hoping are going to be at Texas Woodworking, and couple of brand ambassadors that we've had come through the show and
Nice.
things like that, where it's like, like we're internet friends, but like I think it's time for a high five. Like, I thought you were really cool. It's gonna be awesome to meet you in person. So like, and Omar, if you make it down this year, you will get the crispest high five, man.
Nice.
I'm going to bug you and hang out with you, and we're gonna have so much fun. Um,
It's gonna be awesome.
oh, that's so good. You doing any other events this year? Are you going to be able to squeeze them in? Are you going to come hang out with us in
Um,
October also?
oh man.
Come
Oh,
on,
I
come
know.
on.
I, I'm actually planning to go outside of the country in October. I might still, but I'm not sure. I'm going to actually a private event in August, and then Austin, and then outside the country. I was planning to go to the Makers Camp this year, but I don't think I'm going to make it. Sorry.
There's
Sorry.
always next year, and
I know
there will.
I keep
I'll keep
on.
bugging.
Yes, please do. I think I will one day. So
Good. You come hang out with me next year, and we'll do wood turning lessons together, and it'll be a hoot.
will you be doing that at Makers Camp?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
actually
me
on
and
my bucket. It's on my
oh
bucket
well,
list of
then
things to
now
learn.
you have to do it. We'll see if
Yes.
we can pat down Harvey at Texas Woodworking and see if we can sneak some tools down there if
Nice.
I drive down. We'll have some fun.
Nice. Did you talk to Austin? Maybe he can get you one of the classes. That'd be fun.
Oh man, no, I just want to play with tools.
He did. TJ, like, TJ taught, how many people did you teach how to wood turn last year at Maker Camp?
I don't know,
A ton.
seven or eight, and one
Wow,
kid.
that's
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And the kid
yeah,
was mine, but
yeah.
still.
So like little bias.
Nice.
She made a magic wand, and there will be more magic wands to be made. So listeners and viewers, we can make magic wands if you make it out to Maker Camp. I will bring plenty of magic wand stock. I have a
Nice.
We should talk to Austin about doing a kids camp or kids class.
with a wood lathe.
I mean, it's a thing.
We can.
Which
There'd be
Austin
a long
though?
line. There would be a very long line because it does take a minute to make a magic wand. But I'm saying it could be a thing.
Maybe if we find a way to streamline it, like have the kids design it on graph paper and then I knock it out in like 5 minutes and then hand it over.
Yeah, but you have to teach them how to do it.
I know, right?
Okay, fine.
We'll figure
Whatever.
it out.
We'll
Figure it out. Yeah.
You think Austin will allow that though?
He's pretty fast and loose. We could do an unsanctioned one also.
We'll see. We'll see. The kids are doing lots of cool stuff there, though. I mean,
Yeah,
chopstick
there's-
class, the carving. What did
Nice.
they? What else did they have? They had the
Epoxy.
like scroll saw, epoxy.
Supervised power carving.
hmm
Um,
Oh, nice.
The
They had,
rockets was really fun.
yeah, rocket boats. Is that right? Boat rockets?
They
String
weren't boats,
rockets.
They were just string rockets, yeah. But
Yeah.
everyone got to like design theirs and paint them and
Oh, nice.
use their different stuff and launch them off. And not to brag, but my kids won her thing.
Did you help?
then-
Did you help?
I did. I think I got a little annoyed because I was like, okay, this is taking forever, can we go do something else?
Let's see here.
That's funny.
There's MIG welding for kids. No, they don't have that one.
They should though.
Yeah, that'd be cute and easy to do. Like weld up a little frog with washers. A
mean,
little
my
banjo frog.
My kid can weld.
Yeah, there's like 4 nails and 5 washers to make a banjo frog. I think, right?
There you go.
There you go.
Pitch it. Pitch it.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll 3D print or CNC out a couple of jigs, and you just set the washers into a couple of different trays, and zoot, 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 zoot.
There
That
you
would be
go.
What I
really
like
cute.
for kids, if you can mix technology with like woodworking and stuff like that, that would be fun.
Absolutely.
Well, for sure. I mean, even like 3D printing has been like such a big thing.
Mhm.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at Luke in the garage and his kids like
Mhm.
have gotten super involved with 3D printing and stuff. Like my kid, had a teacher with the 3D printer, so he knows how to design stuff and send it to
Oh,
the
wow.
printer.
Nice.
I mean, it's annoying at times because I'm like, okay, I have to buy more filament and, keep the thing running, but okay, sure. And that's only like a 36-hour print, sure. But
And
it's
big
good for
city-
them, though. It is good for them. And I think
It is.
important is when you bring in the teaching aspect to stuff.
Mhm.
So teaching people how to do stuff, which is, I mean, what all of us do on Instagram, posting these videos is let's learn
I
together.
really, to me, teaching kids is important because even for me, because I'm a fast learner, I pick things up. I learned to build a computer just on my own or take things apart. Just force myself to learn because as a kid, I used to ask questions and the older people like, it's okay, you don't need to know that. I'm like, so today, like any kids that want to learn, like that built-in I did, the homeowner, they have kids and they always come up to, what are you doing? What is this? What is this? And I stop and just explain every single thing. And then when the dad said, you guys gotta know everything about construction by the time he's done. But to me, that brings me joy because that was me as a kid. I always ask questions, but never get an answer. So I always like take things apart just to see how it works and just learn it. So when the kids want to learn, I'm all for that 100%. So
Heck yeah.
it's
I love
awesome.
that about you.
So, are you using pin nails when you're doing edge banding on your built-ins, or is it mostly like hardwood and you're finishing, or?
I use pin nail at the moment. Whenever I paint, I cover up the front and then I glue and pin nail and then basically come back through and just putty and just sand and paint. So you don't really see the pin nail whenever I um paint. But for like if the finish, I do the pocket holes on the inside where it's kind of hid so you don't see it.
Sure.
But there's a tool I want to eventually get one day, but we'll see.
Tell me more about this tool.
Dom-
I think it's called Lum. I probably gonna butcher the name. I don't know. I can't even mention the name right now. My brain went blank.
That's
The
okay.
Lum.
I don't know. It sounds cool. Is
I
it
don't
like
know. I think
a heat craft?
Keith used it a lot. Oh, I cannot think of the name. Do I have a sticker somewhere? It's like a biscuit jointer. You clip it into place, and you have the plastic
Hmm.
clip,
oh
and it
yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
I cannot think of the name right now. Think
No,
of
that's
Keith
okay.
Johnson,
Neither
but I
can
cannot
we
think of the
though,
name.
because that's and it clips your joints
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sucks them in with tension also.
correct.
Oh, that would
So
be nice. Yeah, in my
it would
mind,
be,
I
and
feel
then
like doing cabinet doors on the CNC also sounds like it
mhm,
would be kind of cool.
yes, I've seen a couple people doing that and just basically done. I'm like, oh, that would be nice. It just speed up a process, so it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But
Was it
Again,
the
again, in my mind, it's
Plus?
probably a lot cooler than it is in real life, but still, like,
yeah,
there's like a lot to
no,
it.
no, it's actually once you have your doors program and you just basically change your measurement, have it cut it out. Because a lot of people think you use like MDF where you just cut it out, but I mean, whatever you need, but getting it done.
Yeah, a little
Omar,
bit of sanding,
called,
hide the tool marks.
is it called the Lamello?
Yes,
Lamello.
yes, yes,
Lamello.
yes,
Yes, I've seen
yes.
those too.
They're really nice.
Yeah, and they sound super strong too.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I was able to test it out at IWF. So they
yeah,
were there, and also Texas. I think they will be at the Texas Woodworking Festival, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see.
we'll have to stop by.
Yeah.
Got to make friends with Lamello.
Lamello. It's
Yes.
probably a cheaper operating system than buying a.
No.
No, it's not.
It's probably the same price point as a Domino.
Really?
Close to that. Yeah.
That's surprising.
Unless somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's close to that same.
I mean, the
But
domino
I mean, they give
be like
you,
the
what's that?
domino. I was gonna say the domino seems to be like the go-to, like holy grail of joinery, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, biscuit joints aren't awful.
Well,
And
it's a little bit more to it than that, than a biscuit jointer though. It have some features that a biscuit jointer don't have. So
but
it's a
still,
lot to it. It's worth I think it's worth it if you can get it. But for me, I'll wait. But
I
it'll
love it.
scale. I'll scale to that point though. Work my way up.
There you go.
But
Get a good accountant and make it a business expense, right?
yes, there we go. Everything is a business expense.
You got to offset all of the profits from
Everything,
all of your work, right?
everything. Yeah.
Totally, totally. That's why there's no domino joiners in December, because you can buy them in December, pay them off in January, claim them in. But I'm not a tax professional, so I take my tax advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's a different topic. But yeah, there's a lot of benefit as having a business and doing taxes. There's a lot of benefit. So
we get pretty lucky. Jesse, are you coming in loud and clear over there? You look disoriented or possibly muted.
all right.
There she goes. Okay. That's why we ask these questions. All right. So we are at like 44 minutes on the episode. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about with us that you did not get a chance to talk about yet?
Um, I said for me, I'm growing each day. I'm not where I want to be, and I probably will never get to that point because I love to learn. I love to learn new things, and I love to push myself. Um, so yeah, I'm just getting started basically. So my goal, if I can have that where I can get to my business where a point is like I can help other people and just teach and just it's working for me instead of me working for it, if that makes sense. Just create content around it. So that's I guess that's the goal, right? Every business, just let it work for you. But
Well, I mean, again, every piece of content that I scrolled through on your page is simultaneously educational and a
thank you.
wonderful showcase of your talents at the same time. Like the body
Oh,
of
thank
work
you.
that I was going through, everything on it just looks so refined and so polished, right? And like we understand that like one of the best parts of the internet is that we get to show the good stuff, right?
Mhm.
But your process and your procedure and your final products are all just wonderful. You've got a
Oh,
great
thank you.
eye for your video work, and your camera work is really tight. And I'm not going to pretend like Jessie and I are critics or anything like that, but like we get to scroll through a lot of stuff. And it's a great body of work, man. You should be really, really proud. And I
Oh,
think the
thank you. I
work
appreciate that.
that your investor saw, there's a good reason why he scooped you up as fast as possible. Like
Heck
it's
yeah.
good work. So, I
Yes,
mean, I'm
sir.
stoked to see you out in Austin. Well, it's out in Austin for both of us. It's down in Austin for Jessie over there. But um, we need to do one more quick lap through sponsors, and then we'll get to the final question. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, cool. Real quick, surf prep. Boy, 3 surf prep mentions in one episode. Hannah, you owe us a high five for that one. Um, we talked a little bit more about 3x4 wiggle sanders because they get down into the crannies, and I want to talk a little bit about how there's a bit of like a anti-vibration counter sink on it of some sort, not countersink, counterweight. You think all vibratory sanders are the same until you get your hands on the surf prep one and you realize like, oh, this is really nice. I'm not going to get sick of holding this thing in my hand. And that's just one of many subtle things that separates surf prep from their competitors. It's a wonderful tool. Sawdust Talk merchandise is available at kcbombshell.com. You should go get yourself a Sawdust Talk hoodie. It may be hot where you are today on July 23rd, 2025, but let me tell you, it's gonna get cool. And if you want to look cool when it gets cool, you're gonna need a Sawdust Talk hoodie, and you can get those at kcbombshell.com. Makers for St. Jude is in the final weeks of the final push for our July and June Maker Get Awesome, Get Involved, Let's Participate push. Get a hold of me, get a hold of Jessie if you want to take a project, turn it into a raffle, and take the proceeds from that raffle and donate them to fight childhood cancer. Childhood cancer sucks. Let's take our cool stuff and make it do cool things for people who could use our help. And finally, there's a Sawdust Talk Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and it helps Jessie and I go do cool things and meet you in person. That brings us to the final question, Mr. Omar. And that question every week is, we ask our guest to come up with like a motivational thought or a quote or something that motivates you that you would like to share to influence our viewers and our listeners, maybe to kick open the door of their workshop, or maybe go hit up a lumber yard and try working with hardwood instead of pine, or make a mess, or, just get generally awesome. What would you like to share with the cool
Um, don't get into it. Quit now while you get ahead. I'm just kidding. Don't do
kids?
that. um, I would say my main thing is I always push people to do what you love. If you're doing what you love, it will get you everything. It's gonna make a huge impact in your life. Um, it doesn't make sense to me staying at a job or doing something just stressing you out, just make you grumpy all day. Just find that one thing that put a smile in your face, regardless if you're getting enough money, it makes you happy. Because I think if you're happy, it will bring you the money that you need, it will bring you the joy, it would change your life completely. And being on my own right now is it's awesome. Like it's as a business owner, it's just I don't know, give me the freedom. And being in a rat race, I feel like it's a cycle over and over again. It's just you want that freedom just to be just I don't know. It just do what you love. Find that passion and just run with it and just go all in. So that's my encouragement.
Oh, I love it.
Much.
That makes me just makes my heart swell. I love it.
Me too.
That's awesome.
Omar, thank you so much. You have been a friend
Thank you.
for a very long time. I'm so happy that we got you on the podcast and got to
Thank
chat
you.
with you. Get to introduce you to all of our people. TJ, you want to take us out?
Absolutely. Omar, I look forward to giving you the biggest high five down in Austin.
Yes, sir.
And to all of the cool kids who have made it to the end of the show, we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Adios.